Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejados.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Hello, everyone. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Nathan.
Welcome to this week's episode of Adventures and Mousecapades.
This week, we are wishing Alicia the very best of luck, as tomorrow she is having open heart surgery. If you caught the end of our last episode, yep, she's getting some plumbing fixed, and we'll be on the road to recovery for a while. We have a bunch of episodes, don't worry, in the can that we will be releasing on time, and it'll be all good. We will keep you posted, of course, on her progress, but best wishes and pixie dust are most welcome and appreciated as she gets better.
Yes.
And with that, let's get into the main topic of today's show. We're actually here to talk about another DVC resort. This is another in our DVC resort review series.
Yes.
This time, we are turning the telescope on the Animal Kingdom Villas.
The official name is Disney's Animal Kingdom Villas, Jambo House, and Kidani Village. You know, just like pretty much everything else Disney does, it's a lot of words and a mouthful. Yeah.
Technically, they're both Disney's Animal Kingdom Villas, Jambo House, and Disney's Animal Kingdom Villas, Kidani Village. But I couldn't type that much. My fingers cramped. And so...
Yeah. Technically, they are two separate DVC resorts, but they are right next to each other, and folks often hop in between the two for access to the restaurants or the other amenities that are there. And they are both a combined entity when it comes to the DVC contract. So today we are going to cover both of them in one big episode.
This deluxe villa resort is located a little over a mile away from the Animal Kingdom theme park in the southwest corner of Disney World's vast property. Jambo House opened in April of 2001, 3 years after the park first welcomed visitors. Originally, the property was 100% hotel rooms on Disney's, we'll call it cash side of their lodging inventory. But demand for DVC rooms near Animal Kingdom made them rethink that. So a part of Jambo House was renovated and reopened as 134 DVC suites in July of 2007.
2 years later, in May of 2009, Kidani Village opened next door as a full DVC-only resort. Jambo House, which is the original, is a 6-story African-themed lodge and has the iconic main hall designed by the folks behind Wilderness Lodge. There are 14 5-story pods spread out in an arc into the savanna from the main hall area. The DVC villas sit on the top floor of each pod.
Over in Kidani Village, there are 324 villas that were added to the mix. And while it follows a similar design and theming as Jambo House, it has a more intimate, i.e. smaller, main hall, just like you'll see with most of the other DVC-only resorts. That kind of main entrance area isn't quite as grand as you'll see with a hotel resort. The villas of the Kidani Village are all located on floors 2 through 5, with parking underneath the building on the first level, which is really kind of cool. And I can't think of many / any other DVC resorts in Disney World where you actually get covered parking. So it's kind of nice.
Both resorts offer rooms with savanna views, featuring visits by around 200 different African animals who live on site. There is nothing like communing with giraffes on your veranda with your morning tea or coffee if you so choose.
Exactly. So we'll talk about the accommodations here. Animal Kingdom Villas offers the widest array of room types at any DVC resort. They have everything from value rooms with the lowest points for a studio, 1-bedroom, or 2-bedroom at any DVC resort, all the way up to having the only concierge level or club level offerings at any DVC property. The whole resort is a mix of hotel and vacation villas. There are 972 hotel rooms and suites there at Jambo House. And then spread between Jambo House and the Kidani Village, there are 458 DVC villas, or 672, depending how you count 2-bedroom units that can be split in half. Look, DVC villa count math is crazy.
It is.
And like no source agrees with any other source. So if you're really interested in knowing, I suggest visiting Disney World and walking the whole resort and counting the rooms yourself.
Yep. And then it'll still probably be wrong.
Right, exactly.
For the view options, there are 4 different types of views. First is the value, which is near the front of Jambo House on the 5th floor. It offers views of the parking lot, the pool, or in very limited cases, one of the savannas. The resort view option is described as views of landscape, parking, or pool water.
It's pool / water.
Yes.
I mean, although technically pools usually do have water in them.
Sorry, my pause there was like, wait a minute. A good number of these rooms have at least a partial savanna view. Speaking of savanna views, there is a savanna view. It is a guaranteed 24-hour view of where the animals roam, and typically at least some type of 4-legged friend is visible, or winged.
Sure. The winged ones usually don't have 4 legs, though.
Yes.
Typically.
4-legged or winged.
Right. The unicorns only come out occasionally.
That's an alicorn.
Oh, and then there's the Pegasus, too.
Yeah, Pegasus. Yeah.
Yeah.
No dragons. Last view is the Kilimanjaro Club. Just 5 of these on the 6th floor club level Jambo House rooms. 3 of them have a savanna view and 2 overlook the pool. There is no guarantee on which one you will get.
True.
This is, I think, the highest view type available because you get the club amenities with it.
Yes, exactly. All right, let's take a look at the villas at the Jambo House. Remember, this is the combined hotel that has DVC villas on the top floor of each of those pods. We'll start out, there are 18 value studios. These are 316 square feet. They sleep 4 in 1 queen and 1 double sized sleeper sofa. They come complete with a kitchenette, with a sink, small fridge, microwave, and a coffee maker, and have 1 bathroom as well. Of course, it would be really weird to have a hotel room without a bathroom. But anyway, I digress. There are then 110 deluxe studios. These are 356 square feet. Other than that, it's pretty much the same specs. We have 10 value 1-bedroom villas. These are 629 square feet. They sleep 4 in a king bed and then a queen-sized sleeper sofa. There is 1 bathroom, and then there's a full kitchen and a dining banquette. And then there are 72 deluxe 1-bedroom villas. These are larger at 720 square feet and sleep an extra person. They sleep 5 total. Again, we have that 1 king, 1 queen sleeper sofa, and then there is a single sleeper chair in the living room. Otherwise, they are the same as the value 1-bedroom villas.
There are 10 value 2-bedroom villas. They are all lock-off units which combine a 1-bedroom and an adjoining studio. They're 945 square feet and sleep 8 people, and they have 2 bathrooms. There are 72 deluxe 2-bedroom villas. They are 1,075 square feet, sleep 9 people, and have 2 bathrooms. A little bit bigger. And then we have 3-bedroom grand villas. There are 6 of those. That is 2,349 square feet of all Savannah View glory. They sleep 12 people in 1 king in a bedroom number 1. In bedroom 2 and 3, we have 2 queens each. And then there is a queen sleeper sofa in the living room. This villa has 4 full bathrooms, a full kitchen, a dining room for 12, full living room, a game room with a pool table, and 3 balconies. These are on a single floor. They are about 5 rooms wide, and they are basically at the end of each extension on, if you look at the map, on the end of each, I don't know, what's it called? Wings, spokes, something. Yeah. but it's at the very top and at the very end of each area.
Indeed. These are very nice rooms. We haven't stayed in one of these, but we stayed in a 3-bedroom at Kidani Village, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Speaking of Kidani Village, let's talk about the room types over there. There are 169 studio villas. These are 366 square feet, so a bit bigger than Jambo House. They sleep 4 with 1 queen bed and 1 double-sized sleeper sofa. There's a kitchenette, sink, small fridge, microwave, coffee maker, same, single bathroom. This is a hotel room. Mm-hmm. And then there are 169 one-bedroom villas that are 807 square feet. These sleep 5 in a king bed in the bedroom, and then a queen sleeper sofa with that 1 sleeper chair in the living room. There are 2 bathrooms here, so that is a big difference from Jambo House in that the 1-bedrooms only have 1 bathroom over in Jambo House. The 1-bedroom villas here in Kidani have 2 bathrooms. And then, of course, you still have that full kitchen and the dining banquette. And then if you combine those studios and 1-bedrooms, you can get up to 169 2-bedroom lock-offs. Again, this is a combination of the 1-bedroom and studios that we just talked about. If you do the math, you get 1,173 square feet, and you can sleep up to 9 with 3 bathrooms.
There are 139 dedicated 2-bedroom villas. These do not lock off. It's just a 2-bedroom villa. They are 1,173 square feet. They sleep 9 and they have 3 baths. And then we have the grand villas over in Kidani Village. There are 16 of these. They are 3 bedrooms, 2,201 square feet, and they are 2-story villa suites. Mm-hmm. They sleep 12 people. The main floor has a 1 king bedroom and a living room sleeper sofa. On the second floor, there are 2 bedrooms, and both of them have 2 queen beds. There's also a loft area that has a queen sleeper sofa.
And if you do the math, that's 14 people. And Disney advertises it as 12. And I'm not sure between the living room and the loft, if both of those are sleeper sofas or not.
Or just one of them.
Or just one of them. It may change between the suites. If you look on the floor plan, it actually has it drawn in that both of them can be a queen, like sleeper sofa. And that's, 2 people times 7 beds is that's still 14 people, right?
Yep.
All right. So this isn't quantum math. This room technically only sleeps 12. Mm-hmm. Take that as you will.
Yeah. This room also has 4 full bathrooms, a full kitchen, a dining room for 12, a full living room, and a 3-room wide balcony. We have stayed in one of these before.
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
Yes. These are actually pretty much the exact same layout as Bay Lake Tower.
Yeah.
One important note when we're talking about the Animal Kingdom villas is that they are starting a hard goods refurbishment later this year in 2025.
Huzzah. It is needed.
It is definitely needed. So for those of you who don't know the DVC lingo, a soft refurb is minor changes to things like bedding or upholstery, window coverings, carpets, painting, wallpaper, that kind of thing, versus a hard refurb is a full renovation, including the appliances, cabinets, bathroom fixtures, furniture replacements, and a lot more. Basically, a hard refurb, and that's what the Animal Kingdom villas are going to have happen here, is a tear it down to the studs refresh. Kidani Village's refurb starts in October of 25 and is scheduled to run through May of 2026. And then they will swing over to Jambo House, and that will run from round about May 2026 through January of 27. I didn't see anything explicitly, although I didn't look too hard to see whether Jambo House itself on the hotel side was also going to be getting a refurb and refresh during this window. It's entirely possible. I would look at Disney's website or reach out to your travel agent for more details there. It's possible that would happen. We saw a very similar thing happening just recently at the Grand Californian in Disneyland, where they were doing DVC renovations at the same time as they were doing hotel renovations. So something to think about and just be aware of. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the pools at this resort also go down for periods of time to get an overhaul during this window as well. So just something to be aware of. This is an absolutely fantastic place to stay. There may be some construction going on in the next year and a half or so.
Yeah. On to the essentials about this DVC resort. For points charts, this starts at 7 points a night for a value studio in September, up to 144 points a night for a 3-bedroom grand villa during the holidays. This is broken into 4 different travel periods with a variety of weeks and months in each. The DVC contract points expiration date is January 31st of 2057. DVC contracts are for 50 years from the resort's opening.
Indeed. Looking at the basics about this resort, if you're in a villa that is a 4 p.m. check-in, this is standard for all the DVC resorts. And then as it is standard, if you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge in a hotel room, that check-in is at 3 p.m. Again, standard across all of Disney World. So just note there are 2 different times for check-in. Check-out for both is at 11 a.m. There is check-in desk and concierge, bell services, valet, all available at the main lobby at Jambo House. I think all of that except for the valet is available at the lobby there in Kidani Village. Laundry is in room for 1-bedroom and up villas, and there are community laundry rooms available in each resort complex as well. There's one in Kidani. There's 3 or 4, I think, around Jambo House, but there is a dedicated one just for DVC up on the 5th floor of Jambo House that you will need your magic band or room key to get into, because those are complimentary. You do not have to feed the coin monsters in order to do your laundry like you would if you were a hotel guest.
For transportation, you have bus transportation.
Yeah.
It's to all key Walt Disney World locations, the parks, the water parks, and Disney Springs. The bus does stop at both Jambo House and Kidani Village. Make sure if you are taking the bus, you give yourself plenty of time. This resort is out a little bit farther from a lot of other places, and it can take a while, both for waiting for the bus and just the whole transportation itself.
Yeah, it could be a 15 to 30-minute run, depending on traffic, to get from Animal Kingdom all the way up to Magic Kingdom. So this is at the far corner of the park. Just keep that in mind. Unfortunately, Animal Kingdom is not on a Skyliner. It's not on a monorail. It doesn't have a boat going anywhere. You are stuck either with your rental car or with your access to the Disney World buses.
Or rideshare.
Or rideshare, indeed.
Yep. Self-parking is free, and in Kidani Village, it is underneath the building. Valet is available only at Jambo House, and it is $42 a night. And if you need accessible parking and have a pass for that, if you are unable to find a spot, you can valet with the proper state-issued hang tag for free.
Yes, that is important to note. That is pretty consistent across all of the resorts at Disney World. It is not necessarily consistent Disney-wide. I don't know that all of the resort locations do that in California. If memory serves, I think they would do that for you at the Disneyland Hotel, but they would not do that for you at the Grand Californian. I don't know what, just If it's a thing, just ask and they will tell you what the current policy is.
Yeah.
But just be aware that is not a consistent policy across all of the Disney locations. Our experience is that is a consistent offering there in Disney World in Florida.
One of the really cool things about the Animal Kingdom Lodge is it's primarily known for being able to see a lot of animals, 30 plus species, right from your room and other viewing locations around the property. It's pretty awesome.
Yes. We love this place for that reason. And so do lots of other people.
Yeah. Jambo House offers all of the amenities of a mixed hotel and DVC resort, and Kidani is a little bit quieter DVC only location.
Indeed. If we look at the pools, the Jambo House has the Uzima pool. This is 11,000 square feet. It's a zero depth entry pool, and it faces the savanna, which is pretty cool. There's a overlook spot right near the pool, and there is a 67-foot water slide. Kidani features the Samawati Springs pool. This is smaller. It's listed at 4,700 square feet, also a zero entry pool. Has a 128-foot water slide, so a much longer slide. Though I have seen the Kidani Village pool noted as being kind of more kid focused than the other one over at Jambo House. So just I don't know that it's quieter. I just think it's more kid friendly in a little bit of a smaller location. Leaning into that more kid-friendly focus over at the pool complex there at Kidani Village is the Uwanja Camp water play area. This is themed around an African safari, and it has 3 different zones depending on the age of your kids. The observation station water play area is for the littles. You have the departure zone featuring a leaky water tower and squirting flowers for kids 5 to 7. And then for kids 8 and over, you have base camp where they get to douse each other with water cannons. So
Important.
Very, very, very important. So I think that's probably why, like having the Uwanja Camp water play area is why the Kidani Village area is more kind of kid focused, and it has a smaller pool because there's more of this other like splash zone stuff going on. Versus over at Jambo House, it's a very nice, but it's just a big pool.
Yeah, Jambo House also has the Hakuna Matata playground. Both resorts have movies under the stars at different times during the week. There's also campfires at both. You can get s'mores if you so choose. Kidani Village has a community hall. Jambo House does not. At the community hall, you can do arts and crafts. There's books for checkout. You can play billiards or ping pong, check out movies, rentals, stuff like that. There's also sports equipment available for tennis, basketball, and shuffleboard. And because you can check out those things, there's also tennis and basketball courts at Kidani because it'd be kind of weird to have that without somewhere to use them.
And pickleball. The tennis courts have pickleball painted on them as well.
Okay.
Yes. Both resorts have a fitness center. At Jambo House, that is the Zahanati Fitness Center. It has saunas, a steam room, and showers too. This used to actually have a spa, but that hasn't come back since the pandemic. There are a number of resorts around Walt Disney World that used to have full spa services, and they don't anymore. I think the only one left is over at the Grand Floridian. I could be wrong in that there's one other, but I'm pretty sure that's the only one left, at least for now. And then over at Kidani Village, there is the Survival of the Fittest Fitness Center, because puns.
Most of the fitness centers are some sort of puns at these resorts.
Yes.
There are arcades at both Kidani and Jambo. Jambo has Pumbaa's Fun and Games arcade, and Kidani is Safari So Good.
Oh, yeah. More puns.
And you might see some resources talk about Simba's Clubhouse, which is a kids club at Jambo House, but this closed in 2018 along with the other 2 remaining childcare facilities in Disney due to declining demand.
Alicia, let's talk about food at Animal Kingdom Lodge and Villas.
One of our favorite pastimes.
Oh my gosh, especially here, because these foods. These restaurants are on point. We'll start off talking about Boma. This is the Flavors of Africa. This is a fantastic breakfast and dinner eats location for the whole herd to graze on at this buffet-style restaurant. It is sure to be a favorite of your pack, just like it is for ours. It's open 7:30 to 11:30 in the mornings and then 5 to 9:30 in the evenings for dinner.
Jiko, the cooking place, is the signature dining dinner restaurant in Jambo House. It offers incredible blend of African, Indian, and Mediterranean flavors. It has stellar service and one of the most incredible South African wine cellars this side of the Atlantic. It is open from 5 to 9:30 p.m. Also, if you make friends with the restaurant manager, you can get them to challenge the head chef to make the perfect grilled cheese. Off menu, of course.
Of course. Just, ask us how we know.
I'm sure we've said it a couple of times.
Oh, I know. We've told that story, yes. Next up, we have Sanaa. This is the only restaurant over at Kidani Village, and it offers African favorites and Indian flavors with a view of the savanna. But fear not, they've got picky eaters covered too. Breakfast is quick service from 7:30 to 11, no reservations required. And then for lunch and dinner, this is a table service location from 11:30 to 3 for lunch and then 5 to 9:30 p.m. for dinner. For lunch and dinner, reservations are highly recommended.
Can you mobile order Sanaa? I vaguely remember that happening.
I know you can do the mainline stuff for breakfast, and I believe they have Sanaa to go, although it's not listed like on the Disney website for whatever reason. But I'm pretty sure you can do lunch and dinner to go from Sanaa as well. So that's a absolutely fantastic option if you want to do dining in your room. Although both Jambo and Kidani will do room service if you want to pay those higher prices and service fees and all the rest of that. That is up to you. Speaking of higher prices and room service fees, if you want to avoid those, you can check out The Mara. This is a quick and counter service restaurant over at Jambo House with everything from entrees to grab and go bites. This is open from 6:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. to meet your rope drop to late night snack needs.
And of course, there are bars and lounges because that is important.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Cape Town Lounge and Wine Bar is near the entrance to Jiko. It has appetizers, wine, a full-service bar open with the restaurant from 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
A fantastic place to get a drink before your meal.
Yep.
Ask us how we know.
Or after your meal, because...
D, all of the above. Yes. There is the Victoria Falls Lounge, which is the perfect place to relax or enjoy a nightcap overlooking the Boma restaurant there at Jambo House and the fire pit outside. This is open from 4 to 11 nightly with light bite bar snacks available from 5 to 10 p.m.
The Sanaa Lounge offers African wines, specialty drinks, and appetizers in a location inspired by African spice markets. It is open from 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m.
And that's over in Kidani Village.
In Kidani Village, yeah. There's a couple pool bars, too. There's the Uzima Springs Pool Bar at Jambo House and the Maji Pool Bar at Kidani.
Lastly, just like any DVC resort, there's always a place to get groceries at a very healthy markup and all sorts of swag and pins and magnets and all of the other things that us DVC owners are known to spend our money on while we're there on vacation. At Jambo House, this is the Sawadi Marketplace, and over at Kidani Village, it is Johari Treasures. Both of these are there in the main lobby areas of both resorts.
Our thoughts on this resort?
Yes, Please.
Yes, please. We have enjoyed this quite a bit. This was our first Disney World location way back in 2009 when we did our first land and sea package as a hotel stay. We had a Savannah View hotel room and literally had giraffes on our balcony every morning. Well, not on our balcony, but right outside our balcony. It was amazing. This was so much fun.
I'm literally getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Like it was, we had my parents there with us as well. And I know that was magical for them too. It comes up often of remembering, especially my parents are addicted to coffee and they very much enjoyed having coffee on the lanai there and communing with the local residents, we'll say.
Yes.
All told, we have stayed at Animal Kingdom 5 times for 19 nights. So we are very familiar with this location. Again, we had that one hotel stay at Jambo House. We've stayed twice at Kidani Village, once in a 1-bedroom, and then we had a 5-nighter in one of the 3-bedroom grand villas. And then we've been in 1-bedrooms I think they were both 1-bedrooms at Jambo House twice as well.
And Caitlin and I stayed here, I think, for a night or two before her 13th birthday cruise.
Got it.
And this was a lot of fun. We made up names for all of the animals.
If you couldn't tell, like, this place has absolutely incredible food options. I'm actually very excited knowing what Disney has pulled off with these African flavors to see what they do with the Lion King restaurant on the Disney Destiny.
Yes.
I think that has an excellent shot at being an absolutely terrific rotational dining restaurant.
Yeah.
And while the Destiny and its Marvel theming may not make it the top ship in the fleet on my list, I think this, at least from my expectations, and I need to temper myself because expectations are a rough thing to deal with. I think that Lion King restaurant, it has a good shot at being my favorite rotational restaurant in the Disney fleet. There's potential for sure.
There is potential, yeah. And with regards to the African flavors, like my favorite character dining breakfast is at Tusker House in Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah.
It's not just your typical breakfast buffet because it does have other options available to you that use differing spices that you're not typically thinking of for breakfast.
Right. And it's not like, for those of us who are picky eaters or who have picky eaters in the family, we use the spices term loosely. Like, it's not spicy food. It's
not
just
heat.
Right. It's
flavor.
just different flavors that our American palates just aren't used to having. And man, try it, because this stuff is absolutely fantastic. And then we've said it before, we will say it again. There is nothing like being on the savannah and having giraffes and wildebeests and all sorts of other things around. I love Animal Kingdom. And I'm so glad it is getting a refurb.
Yes. So the last time we stayed here, it was definitely showing its age, and we were a bit snobby and we're like, I don't know if we need to stay here again.
Yeah.
But with it doing a hard refurb, I would like to see it again. I would like to see the upgrades
100%.
that they make, just because it is such a beautiful resort. Everything around there, the food's very good. Just all the amenities, that area there, it's a lot of fun. Like, if we have a couple of days that are just resort days, I wouldn't mind staying here again.
Agreed. And I would love to, in that same vein, I would love to go check out Bay Lake Tower again, because we love that location, but it as well was getting a little tired, and it is in the middle, or I think just getting ready to finish up a massive hard refresh. So
as long as they're better than the Grand Californian refresh.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
And we are not the only people who are disappointed based on what we have seen online. But anyhow, this is all about Animal Kingdom Lodge and the villas. So
gone elsewhere. Sorry.
We digress. Hey, look, we are known for tangents, and we just took like 4. So
If any of you have gone to Animal Kingdom, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
It is definitely a place that we really like. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Remember, we are not affiliated with Disney or their subsidiaries. These are our personal opinions and suggestions based on our own experiences. We recommend working with a travel agent or contacting Disney directly to plan your perfect vacation.
If you have questions or suggestions or would like to be interviewed on our show to share your Disney experiences, please send an email to podcast@ourmousecapades.com.
You can follow us on socials. We are at Our Mousecapades. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and YouTube.
And please give us a rating and review in your podcast app. It really helps people find us.
Of course, do not hesitate to share us with your friends and fellow Disney lovers of all ages.
Thanks for listening. We'll be in your ears next week.
Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.
Love you, Alicia.
Love you, Nathan.